Make sure that you tune in every Thursday to the Blueprint Live at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, live on Facebook and YouTube. And then you can catch me on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediaco.com today. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live with your girl, MzMetchi. Brought to you by Philly 101.5 and Indie 95.3 and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and MzWTT, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin, Young Jock, checking in. And right now, you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite, MzMetchi, all right? Hey, man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, it's your boy $2, Fabo. Bankhead, Fabo. Oh, hey, man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Oh, Fabo!
Hey y'all, what's up, Auntie? I see you out there. I'm just jamming out real quick. New 7 League, y'all make sure y'all get in tune. Hey girl. If you are tuning in, let me know if y'all can hear me. I've been off for a couple weeks. Child, stuff is acting weird. Hey, sister, what's going on? I got one of my sisters in the house, y'all. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. I just want to make sure that y'all giving me the okay that y'all can hear me. Let me go ahead and shout out to my people that's tuning in. What's going on? I got one of my sisters in the house, y'all. I got some updates for you all tonight. Lauren, my girl. Hey, Auntie Tracy, what's going on? Look. Oh, baby. It's been a little while, right? It's been a few weeks. We got a lot to catch up on, okay? I want to thank everyone that's tuning in with me right now. If you haven't already, be sure to follow the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms, okay? Just type in at the BP Media Co. and I promise you it's going to pop right up, okay? If you were wondering what I opened up to tonight, that was 7 Lee Synchronicity, okay? This is off of his new project that's out, okay? The Dream Academy. It's everything. I need you all to go and check it out. It's streaming everywhere. I had the opportunity a couple weeks ago to go to his exclusive listening party for this project, and baby, it was a vibe up in there. Like, that's all I can say. I had a little cocktail in my hand similar to now. You might want to grab yours too. Okay, because we got a lot. I want to go ahead and shout out to everyone that's tuning in. All my listeners from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, and Houston. I see y'all. What's up? I'm so happy to connect with everyone locally, but as well as for everyone that is in all the other cities that the Blueprint Live plays in. So shout out to all my listeners that's doing their thing, okay? And of course, shout out to our radio partners, because where would we be without them? Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media, okay? After tonight's broadcast, if you're tuning in on our Facebook or YouTube channel, everything's going to be hyperlinked. So all you have to do is go back. You got to go and follow all our sponsors and everyone that's partnered with the show, okay? Everyone has some really dope things going on, and you don't want to be out of the loop, okay? You don't want to do it. And of course, shout out to my amazing sponsors, Black Dollar Days, Paris Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusions, okay? If you all are interested in advertising on the show, or, coming on the show, being a guest and talking about what it is that you do. Now, we do not interview scammers. You can't be a scammer. But if you have a legitimate business or some things that are going on and you need the masses to know, I want y'all to get in touch with me, okay? Because my sponsors make it possible so that we can advertise for you. So shout out to them. Now, tonight's topic, y'all, what do I tell you all every week? It's always so difficult to try to narrow down what is one thing to talk about. And I feel like I've been gone for a few weeks. So tonight we're going to catch up. Let's catch up tonight, okay? Because there's been a lot of things that was going on. Although I went a little off the grid, okay? I went off the grid twice. I did. That phone, I was like, toss it to the wind. I was keying in a little bit on a few things that were taking place, and I just feel like it's time for us to talk about it tonight. We got to talk about it. But first, drop those businesses in the comments. If you have a business, let me put it up here. For those that are tuning in, drop your business in the comments. Remember, somebody needs what you have to offer, okay? Now, just because I've been gone for a little while, the agenda is still the same, okay? Drop that business. Tag your friend's business, your family member's business, your co-worker's business, okay? If you have an initiative, an event that's going on, drop the links, okay? I go back after every show. I kid y'all not. And y'all probably think, you're like, MzMetchi BSing. I'm not. I go back every week. And I go and I filter through the comments to make sure that I have followed and connected with anyone that's tuned in and dropped their business. Or if it's someone they dropped it on behalf of somebody, I like to key in. That's what it's all about. Sometimes people don't know what you have going on because they have not been exposed to you yet. Okay? It's all about the exposure. That's what I'm trying to do every Thursday, is to bring you all together. Okay? Because somebody has what you need and what you have to offer. So drop those businesses in the comments. I'm going to leave this up. I'm going to leave that little message for y'all so that you know, okay? Now, I don't have a special guest tonight, but I do in the next couple weeks have some amazing guests coming up. Next week, I have Rebecca Wilson that's coming on. She's a licensed cosmetologist, and she is the owner of a spa and wellness center. She's going to be coming on and talking to us about some things that we missed last month for Alopecia Month. You know, we got a lot of catching up that we have to do, and she's going to talk to us about some things that's going on in the beauty industry. So you all don't want to miss that conversation. Y'all know I love to bring the girlies on to talk about the things that are useful for us, okay? And of course, on my next guests are going to be my good friends Chai's Up, okay? They have an album that's coming out next month, okay? It's coming out very, very soon. I'm super excited. It's man, the high life is going to be they always give us good stuff in the fall going into winter. So, I'm like, okay, I got some new stuff for my reels. I'm good. Shout out to my bro, Shaz Up. I can't wait to have them back on so you all can hear the latest updates. I mean, they're just doing so much stuff, from foodie blogs, music, podcasts, you name it. They're pretty dynamic, and we are definitely going to have the dynamic duo back on the show. So y'all tune in the next couple of weeks. Let me get in these comments and see what y'all talking about. Come on now. All right, we have novemoney.com. Okay, and my sister Sadia, she does travel. She does a little bit of everything, and she is trying to bring the people up to speed. Let's get these finances in order. Let's get this money. Okay, it's the money. Got to do it. Yes, ma'am. Auntie Tracy said your braids are sharp. Thank you, girl. Would you believe it's a crochet? It's a crochet. Shout out to my girl Key with Magic Chair. Okay, we shouting out all the businesses tonight. Don't be afraid. I tell y'all, don't get on here and get shy. Promote your business. Okay, promote your business. So we my sister, she already dropped it. Hold on, let me drop the other one in case you need to book some travel. Because see, I wish I would have known her before we just went to Cancun. We probably could have got some better accommodations. Okay, y'all know what I'm saying. But yes, she did a great job. These are crochets. She has a method where she makes them look like individuals in the front. She is cold, y'all. So if you're looking for somebody, she is right in the Chicagoland area. Go get your hair did, okay? Step one. Now look, tonight we got to jump into the hate it and love it. And y'all wouldn't believe, I don't have a lot of hated it's this week. I have some things that were an annoyance, but I'm back and I'm in good spirits, baby. I don't have too many hated it's this week. So I feel like now is a good time for us to just, kind of go ahead, jump in. Because I just feel like y'all have to fill me in on what y'all been hating and loving this week. I've been concerned while I've been away. So we got to catch up.
All right, y'all. It's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
I'm having like a small technical difficulty, and I don't understand why systems always break down when you need them. Okay, it always does. Okay, she said yes. Keep them spirits up, ma'am. You already know the vibes. I'm like, look, I got to get it together. Now, look, let's go ahead and just hop into my first. This is my love it, okay? Because it first off, these last several weeks have been the absolute most busiest times, but the most fun that I have had in a very, very, very long time. Like so much to the point, it's like I got on a dash of blush, but I'm like blushing for real. Like I'm happy. I'm refreshed. Okay. Before I left, your girl was frazzled. Okay. So step one was getting away for a little bit. I used to subscribe to the notion of like grinding it out all the time, always hustling, always doing that. And now I really love that I'm at a place in my business life, in my career, it just in general, where when I need to unplug and take that time for me, I am able to do so unapologetically, without any guilt, and without a care in the world, quite frankly. So that's growth for me, because I would grind and grind and grind and grind and grind. And then I'm just like this. I burned the candle at both ends, and now I'm sitting here. I have no energy for me. So I'm going to go ahead and kick that off and say that is the love it. The love it is being able to just take those times, get away from the phones, get away from the emails, and get dialed into yourself. Okay. That's definitely the love it for me. Okay. Okay. And I don't know what emoji this is, but I'm gonna go ahead and say my sister's in agreement. We can touch and agree on that. Now, the second one, my second love it this week. So you all know that my last show that I did, it was literally the week before I got inducted into the Black Women Professionals League. And baby, when I tell you, oh, Lord, I don't want to cry. I ain't gonna do it. I didn't cry that night. I ain't gonna do it tonight. But I will say this: that induction, the retreat that I attended last weekend, where we were able to, really just have a moment to get to know one another, and really key in, because naturally everything with the ceremony that night was so, it was so moving, so it was so fast paced, so I didn't really get a chance to really like talk to some of my sisters the way that I was able to last week. But I'll tell you this: since I started my business, and even in everything that I have done leading up to the 40 under 40 and being inducted into the league, has been an outpour of support and uplifting and encouraging others in whatever way that I could. And it's very rare when God gives you the assignment of being a servant, and being there for the people, that you get to have a lot of moments where it's a moment where you get some praise. And it's a moment where, you are truly being highlighted and honored for the things that you do. Givers, people that serve, okay, people that are for other people, and their divine assignment is to give and to help unto others, right? It is very difficult for people like us sometimes to sit back and bask in those moments. And I remember sitting in the seat, and I was so anxious. I was so excited. And all of my 39 other sisters, it was 40 of us that got inducted. It was beautiful. Every woman up there looked beautiful. We had a chance to walk down the runway or the pathway, whatever you want to call it, on stage. And it was just a glorious moment. And the crazy part about it was my last name is Brown, so of course I was one of the first people up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're about to have us walk. I was like mini freaking out inside, but it was just a wonderful feeling. I left so inspired to continue the work that I do. And for those of you who are just tuning in with me, and maybe you don't know, the Blueprint Media Company was started and it was birthed to showcase and highlight others, right? Like God gave me this light, and I'm just like, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna come into place. I'm going to talk and help businesses that need assistance in terms of getting out there. Okay, just having that confidence of I'm doing something monumental, and the people need to hear about what I'm doing. I provide that voice and that platform for the people, and I thank God for that. And I thank God for the league. I thank God for all 39 other of the women that were there, for Reese for her keynote speech, for every woman that's already a part of the league that worked on behalf of us to honor us in that moment. Thank you. Okay, because as I was talking to my other sisters, I recognized that it's just like we're all servants. We are all very, very used to being the ones that are called on and called upon. And it's very, very rare that you get that back. So that was a love it for me. That I was so nervous leading up to it. I'm just like, what am I nervous about? Right? Like, what am I really nervous about? But it was overwhelming. And when I went to my retreat last week, I even said to the ladies, and I don't mind sharing, that it felt good to be in a room. Okay. Because let me tell you, I'm going to tell y'all some real stuff tonight. I'm doing it. Let me take a sip first. Hold on. Please hold. And I want to get into y'all comments. I shared with them that all my life, I've always heard, Demetria, you do too much. Demetria, you doing too much. Or they call me D at work. D, you do too much. And as I sat there at the actual induction, because they read all of our introductions about what we do, and I sat there and I listened to all of the things that each and every one of these women were doing, I'm just like, I'm talking about the credentials. The resume was long. Do you understand? Long. And when I sat in the room with them at that retreat, I'm just like this. I feel like, because I got people in my life that they do too much too. But it was nice to be in a room with all of these women of all these different walks of life and all these different experiences and things that they've done and accomplished in their time. And to know, I'm just like this. I'm like, I finally feel like I have found another part of my tribe that was missing, right? Another part of it that was missing, because I got my tribe. But I'm just like, this is my additional tribe that I didn't even know that I had, that I didn't even know, women that have heard the same things. Slow down, stop, take a break, do this. And it's just like, no, baby, your ceiling is not my ceiling. No, I'm not going to stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Call me Diddy, whatever you want to call me. It was absolutely amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So I want to get into that. So she said it's the hearts with hands emoji. Sis, I'm sending it right back to you, right back. And don't cry, because I'm sitting over here. Yes, I'm getting water. My eyes are getting teared up, because when I tell you, I literally made a video and I was just like, when I got to Mexico, because for me, that was like the moment where I passed out. I had been going for the last couple of weeks. My clients will tell you, everybody will tell you I was going hard in the paint. So when I got through the induction and I got on that flight and I slept, the peace, girl, I almost cried on the airplane. I'm just like this, Lord Jesus. So we're not gonna cry. We're not gonna cry. I'm trying to get y'all comments up here again. This stuff is acting so slow. Yes, Lauren. Blessed. I want to make sure we highlight everybody's comments tonight. I'm sending you some hearts too. Girl, we were all freaking out. Everybody was like, we have to walk down the runway. And I'm like, okay. So are we supposed to America's Next Top Model it? Like, should we be more modest? I wasn't prepared. Lauren, she said, you are amazing, Mechi. You deserve all the great things coming your way. It's yours, sis. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I love you. I love y'all. Thank you, Auntie Tracy. She said yes, and she does too. I love y'all. Oh my goodness. So then the resumes was long up in there. I'm like, come on now. Come on. My Auntie Tracy said it's nice to see you happy. Yes. And and it's like, and I want to speak to that, because for real, and my long time listeners, and even some people that have keyed in with me or whatever the case is, this year started off very positive. I try to kick off all the years like that, but the path that I was on and the things that I was wanting at that time life has a way of flipping upside down, and you just like, whoa, I'm in a situation, you know. I mean, I went from, you know, going from family expansion to being in surgery to trying to recover from that, all of these different things. And I don't mind being transparent, sharing, because I have found that my comfortability and vulnerability in sharing my story has made it's a safe space for other women to also share the different things that they're going through with their fertility and their reproductive systems. You know, I mean, it's something that may be taboo to talk about, but y'all know on the Blueprint Live, we're going to talk about it. Okay. It's some things we're not going to talk about, but we can, I don't mind sharing my experience because, you know, as my auntie always says, somebody's journey, your journey could be somebody else's treasure. And I truly believe that. But this year flipped upside down. But there were so many blessings and so many things along the way. And I found myself just going back at the end of every quarter and evaluating, did I hit my targets? Did I do what I was supposed to do for my business and for my clients that I work with, or my tenants at work, or my family, or my husband? Like all of these different components. It takes a lot to be you. Okay. And so when you get those times where you can bask in your happiness and your glory, honey, bask in it. Okay. Unapologetically. I used to try to say, like, no, you know, let me not say too much. I'm happy. You know, like you got and say it and declare it. Okay. That's it. That's all you got to do. So I just want to share that with you all. Definitely the induction and the things that we are going to do as sisters, as you know, members of the league. I'm excited for the work that we're going to do. Our mission partner from 2023 through 2024 is the Simpson Academy for Young Women. Okay, this is for young pregnant mothers to offer them resources and just things to make sure that they accomplish all their goals and all their dreams. Okay, so if you know, if you are someone that you know, okay, y'all got baby stuff, you all have things that you could contribute to the school, please let us know. Like, we, you know, for me, y'all know, if I'm a part of something, I'm gonna go all in. And if that's the mission partner, that's the mission partner. So we gonna have to get some goods together, get some things together. Okay. So shout out to all my sisters. Sadia is on here with me now. I love her. She's a freaking sweetheart. And I mean, again, a woman of multifacets. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all check in with her. Her link, we had that earlier in the show. Make sure you just scroll up and go ahead and follow her. Okay. And she said, "Bass, baby," and I am. You ain't, don't turn down your happiness, okay? Don't turn it down. Don't turn it down. Do you hear me? When I tell you, them women had me in awe. I was sitting in my seat. I'm like this. Yep. Everybody coming on the show. Y'all gonna see all the sisters. Period. Now, let me tell you about a little bit of a hated / love it. I don't know, or whatever. So you all know that my daytime job, I'm on the management team for a high-rise downtown, as well as a historical retail part in the downtown area. And in the downtown area, hold on, let me get it closer to y'all. And um, so naturally, I have to go to meetings where, you know, it's not a lot of people that look like me. And my manager's out. My other manager was working from home. So, of course, I had to go to this meeting with MzMetchi and CPD and all of these other people or whatever. And the hate of it is like always the death stare that I get when I turn the corner to go in, to go and sit down. And we were in like a big auditorium at the City Front Plaza. So, of course, one of the guys asked me, was I lost? What? Let me take another sip. The man asked me, was I lost? I'm like, no, this is sweet 300, right? Because I know where I am. I can read. I know how to read. So, naturally, I felt some type of way. I'm like, oh. I'm like, I'm in the right area. So, of course, one of the other ladies that knows me, she walks up and she's just like, oh, hi, how are you? And I had on yellow today. I just want to go in. I was giving real bumblebee earlier, okay? That's why I had to darken it up a little bit. I'm like, I look like a bumblebee, okay? Real loud, real out there. But yeah, I went and sat down. for me, it was like, I would say it's a little bit of a hate it and love it, because of course I get that all the time when I show up to those meetings, and they always happen to fall when I've got like red hair, or I'm just giving my all black girl magic. Okay. That was what happened today. So, it was good to sit down and participate in those meetings. You hear a lot about the things that are going on in our area where we serve our clients. So, I love being able to be in spaces that people don't think I should be in. I love it. I love it. Call me whatever. I don't care. I don't care. We need representation in spaces to know what's going on. And they don't expect us to be there sometimes, if you catch my drift. So it's always funny. And for me, I feel like I'm going to make it a point to have the most black girl thing going on, because this is the thing, just because we have braids and French braids and all of these other things, it does not mean that we are not professionals. I speak well. I write well. I hold myself well. I'm able to ask questions and articulate myself and do those things, but I know how to code switch it. I can get with my girls and be like, where my girls at from the front to back? Okay. We can do both. Get you a girl that could do both. Okay. It can go from real act up, you can get smacked up, to Leanne Rhymes real quick. We know what to do. Dave Matthews Bands, we know what to do. Okay. We cannot be duplicated. That's it. So I'm gonna leave that at that. My last loving for the night. And y'all tell me, I don't know how y'all feel about it. And quite frankly, if y'all know how I feel about this man, y'all know I don't care. Rich Baby Daddy by Drake is my jam right now. That's my number one song. Bend that over. Let that breathe. Shake it for Drake. Shake it for me. Okay? A poem. A work of art. I'm talking crazy. But no, that's seriously my jam. First off, it's just like with Drake. Drake could come out with a lullaby singing the ABCs 1, 2, 3s. And I'm going to stick beside him. I'm going to stick beside him every time. I love you, Drake. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me see. She said that part, we do need it. Yes. So then we do need the representation. We need the representation in those spaces where we are not expected to be in. Absolutely. Absolutely. She said it ain't nothing wrong with code switching either. Girl, switch it right up. Switch it right up. Do you hear me? It go from 92.3 to 103.5 real quick. And if you catch my drift, you catch my drift. You know the vibes. Okay? Yes, ma'am. Lauren said, period. Do both. Okay? Sis, go listen to the song. Listen to it after you, sis, I don't remember if you was drinking with us. Was you drinking with us, sis? So then drop a wine glass or drop a cocktail in the comments if you was drinking with us. Because if so, then I'm going to tell you what you need to do to listen to Rich Baby Daddy to really get into your zone. Okay? But while we do that, I got to go ahead. I have to pay some bills. Again, if you are just tuning in with me, because I see y'all popping in and out. I see y'all. Make sure that you drop your business in the comments. Tag somebody, okay? Tag somebody that tags somebody. That tags somebody, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and take a break. And when I come back, we're going to jump into tonight's What Would You Do? Be right back.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner, Kara.
And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com. Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Let's go ahead and key into tonight's What Would You Do? Okay, because it's a lot going on. Let me get in these comments to see what y'all talking about over here. Drake, yes, I love Drake. My man. I love him. You know, I was at his concert this summer. Yeah, because that was another thing that happened, and I'm like, woo! He need to cut that hair. I want him to cut that hair. And y'all can tell him I said I'm a longtime Drake friend. Bring us back to Champagne Poppy Drake. That's who we want to see. We want to see Champagne Poppy. Okay, the heart. I was even okay with the heart on the head. I'm like, we can do this. I love it. I love it. Let's go ahead and get into tonight's What Would You Do? Now, you're going to need your drink for this. Okay. Okay. This was a heavy one, I think, personally. I need some advice. I'm in a 6-year relationship. We've been married for 3.5 years. We have a blended family. I have a biological daughter who's 14, and he has a 14-year-old son and an 8-year-old daughter. Anyway, I found out he had started talking to his kid's mother outside of things for the children. Didn't bother me much until I come to find out that he's giving her personal information about myself and our marriage. My biggest problem with it is back in 2018, I found out my tubes are blocked due to endometriosis. Wow, damn girl. And scar tissue from an IUD I had put in after I had my daughter. He starts talking about how he wants more kids to her and then says her name, which she wants bleeped out. Screwed it all up for me. She says, I wonder why you and her name never had any kids. And he said her plumbing is messed up and it's mainly why I don't want to be with her. How do I react to this? Am I justified in feeling hurt and betrayed? This issue has already taken a toll on me mentally, knowing I'm a woman and can't naturally have any more kids. I feel so broken. He was aware of the infertility issue when we got married in 2020. And him having this issue with my infertility and also not wanting to be with me has yet to be brought to my attention, as he's still acting normal. Oh, baby. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I read this and damn near took it personal because I'm just like this. Baby, when I tell you, I would have a fit. I don't even know if it would be a fit out loud. It would be a silent fit. If, you know, because when I read that and, you know, her situation, you know, also being a person that has that myself, I felt for her immediately like, girl, why would he say something like that to his ex? I don't even know how she's holding that type of information down. Because in some situations, look, if you were sneaking and geeking, you were sneaking around and you look through your partner's stuff. You know, we all know, we've all discussed, leave people's stuff alone. Okay. Everybody has a right to their own privacy and to not have to answer to things that were not said aloud. Okay. They were said in private. But that is some low down dirty stuff. I mean, if he told his best friend, if he told his mama, if that's, what your ex that you got a child with, and they always say like, oh, if you had a child with him, you can always get back, you can always go and do stuff. That's like the phrase that goes around. It's very unfortunate. Very much so. What do y'all think she should do in this situation? I mean, do you say something? Do you continue like everything is okay, but deep down your partner does not want to be with you due to your inability to be able to conceive? And I want to be completely transparent in this conversation because, like I said, I my heart immediately went out to her with her situation. When everything happened for me this year, and let's get real. Let's get real. Oh, I might need another sip. When I had all of these different things that was going on with me earlier this year, and I had to get that surgery, and I found out that I too had endometriosis. And I had to have some very real, raw, and uncut conversations with my husband, okay? To be completely transparent. I had to have some of the realest conversations. I mean, after 12 years, you would imagine we've talked about a little bit of everything. And the potential of not having any children was always something that we had viewed as like that could be the case. It could not, it could be the case. It could not. But when it became more of a reality this year of that, okay, this is something that could impact you heavily, your process is immediately going to be different than a woman per se that does not have this particular situation going on. I did, I told him straight up, I'm just like, look, if this is something that you're extremely passionate about, and there ever comes a time, given this diagnosis, that I am unable to reach that particular goal to you, what do we do? Where do we go? What does this look like? Ladies, I want to encourage you all to not live in the gray area. And let me explain what that is. You're not leaving things in limbo or leaving things to be later on inferred. You don't go by a hypothesis. You're going by cold, hard facts. When you're presented with something like what this lady had going on, she can't help that her body did that. It's not her fault, right? He is bogus. He's bogus, y'all. Like, and if you just tuning in for tonight's What Would You Do? The lady is in a 6-year relationship, been married for 3.5 years. Okay. She has endometriosis and is not able to produce more children. Her and her husband both have their own respective children. They don't have any children together. So he went to his ex-girlfriend who he has his child with. And he said exactly, her plumbing is messed up and is mainly why I don't want to be with her. Let me get into these comments. Tracy said, but that's what he signed up for. That comes with I do. And she said she was completely transparent and let him know about her infertility issues. And Tracy also added, maybe that's something God is trying to break up for a better day. And that's the thing. If God don't want that to be your person, he's not going to let that happen. He's not going to let that happen. He's not going to allow you to be tied to somebody that ain't no good for you, that don't want you. Because remember, one thing about it, and no matter who you pray to, okay, it could be God, it could be whoever, okay, we praise God over here. But God hears conversations that you don't hear. He is privy to conversations that you don't hear. He knows the true intentions. He knows our hearts before we even get a chance to, okay? He might not be blessing y'all with that child or whatever the case is because he heard some conversations that he was having with the baby mama. He heard them before you even knew about them. In this situation, We have to put our pride aside. You went snooping and you found some stuff. Okay. Yeah. Let's accept accountability first for the fact that you're not supposed to be going through people's stuff. Okay. Unfortunately, even though you were wronged in the situation, you got to go in with a little humility, because leave people's stuff alone. Leave them alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I can't condemn you. I can't. And I don't sit here and try to act like I'm high and mighty, because have I done it before? Absolutely. It was at a time where I wasn't very secure, okay, within myself or secure within that relationship. And I recognized very quickly that wasn't the way to go, and that there had to be some changes. Okay. There had to be some changes. And yeah, so you're going to have to go with some humility first, but you need to talk about what it is that you saw. Because that's something that needs to be addressed, be it if you feel like you need to do it in counseling, if you need to do it in your home, whatever you need to do, you need to just let him know, hey, I know what you said about me. You said my plumbing was messed up. So let's have a real conversation. Let's get into the comments. But be true on your walk. When you say I love you, do you? That's what I'm saying. He couldn't have. It's like, but then this is the thing. There are people that will get into relationships and stay in them based off of the convenience, based off of what that person could do for them, based off of the load that they're taking off of their back. They don't love them for real. They're with them because for the benefits. I'm talking benefits. What is that? The benefits. They're in it for the benefits of being with you. So there would need to be some deeper conversations. It's just like, if you don't even want to be here, why are you here? Who this for? For all my TikTokians out there. This situation is completely messed up. Yes, there's no boundaries. His ex should not know anything about your fertility issues. Why they talking outside the kids? I don't know. This is the thing. If naturally you want people to be friends, that's good for the co-parenting relationship. But it's just like, why y'all got to talk about me? Why do you have to talk about me? Ooh, it's scary out here. It's scary out here. You get with somebody that has somebody else in their past, and then they talk about you like a dog. This man literally said because his wife had fertility issues that he knew that her plumbing was messed up. I want to read it. Her plumbing is messed up, and it's mainly why I don't want to be with her. He told his first child's mother that. Baby, you would have been up from there. Understand? I don't really operate in a state of disrespect. I promise you, I was just talking to my sister about it today. We was like, we don't really take disrespect very lightly. It's disrespectful. Hello, Hoodoo Institute of America. Hello. Hey, what's going on? Auntie Tracy said that's how he gets his truths out. He need to find somebody else to confide in, Auntie Tracy. Bump that. That's some BS. Talk about like, man, look, this job, this crazy, you know what I'm saying? There's some crazy stuff going on, whatever. Talk about that. But talking about your wife's fertility issues is a problem. Tonight's What Would You Do is wild. It gives I want to throw hands. Oh my goodness. When I tell you, I wouldn't even be able to speak. I would just be like, y'all better come pick me up or have my bail money ready. You gonna sit up there and talk smack about me to your ex? You got her all downstairs in my area and talking about what's going on in my pool. Okay, my pool. Do you hear me? What's going on? She asks, is she justified to feel hurt and betrayed? Yes. Even though you went to go searching for that betrayal and all that other stuff, I'm sure that it hurts. But sis, this man said that your plumbing was messed up. He didn't want to be with you. totally being insensitive to something that he knew about before he married you. Furthermore, why y'all afraid to talk to y'all significant others? Help me to understand. Now I will say this. Have I been so angry at Anthony? And Anthony, if you watching, baby, you know. Because I'll spin about you. You understand? But I've been so angry that I felt like I can't talk to you in this particular moment. Okay? Because my words and what I feel are not, I may act in a way that is that may be unforgivable. Okay? And I can acknowledge that about myself. I'm as nice as I am and as good-hearted and all those other things, the other side is just as extreme. And I think that's it. Okay? I'm the type you don't push. I don't push you to the limit. You don't push me to the limit. Okay. But never has there been a time where if I had a problem or I had an issue, even if I didn't think that he was going to feel like that it was of any relevance. Okay. It was never a time that I was afraid to talk to my significant other about how it was that I was feeling. Never a time. I don't need to go and consult like, well, should I say something or whatever? And if you all remember, okay, all my old school listeners, you all remember what I told you all about the one time that I did that very, very early on. And mind you, y'all know I met Anthony in my early 20s, okay? So I was still thugging back then, straight up. And I had some suspicions. Like, I'm like, I feel like his ex, you know. I'm like, I feel like she's reaching out. And of course she was. I mean, she was sending some real spicy stuff, you know, she was. And he wasn't paying her no attention, you know, whatever the case is. But I was so like, I'm like, okay. I'm like, did you delete some stuff? Like my mind, I'm a real Scooby-Doo girl. I'm a Scooby-Doo girl. I need to figure out the mystery, okay? And it was like, I allowed it to change my mood. And I'm talking, oh my gosh, y'all, we were so young. We were so young. And it was like, I had to get over my like pride and ego of the fact of like, girl, you really stooped down with your insecure ass and went through this man's phone. And now you got to tell him why you mad and why you got an attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're crazy. What's wrong with you? Okay. These are my thought processes, my little angel and devil. Okay. That's on my shoulders. It was too much. Okay. Too much. So when I got over that part of that humility of like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Like, you're a fool. You know, real talk. I had to have that conversation. And I felt like after that, it set the precedence of like, we don't have to do that. Let's have real conversations. I can, you know, do all of that. And it was like, that's when I knew. I'm like, okay, I think this is my person. Because he didn't like judge me and be like, girl, I'm dropping your crazy ass off. You know, that's crazy. Respect people's stuff. Like now looking back in hindsight, I'm just frightened and horrified that I had ever did that. But I recognize that there were some pieces of me that had to get together. But these women that be afraid to talk to their significant others, especially when your significant other is pulling it on you, stand up. Stand up. You don't have to sit down and take that. Yeah, you might be embarrassed because you went through that man's phone. Yeah, it's silly. It's giving insecurity. It's giving all of the things that you think that it is. And that's okay. We're not here to judge you. But at the end of the day, you got a bigger issue on your hands. This man is sitting up in your face every day, but he's telling his ex, your plumbing is messed up. And you have an illness that you can't control. Get your house in order. Stop being afraid to talk to your significant others. Y'all let these men sleep with y'all, kiss on y'all, do all this other stuff. You probably signed up as a beneficiary on this man's insurance policy, okay? Something happened to him, something happened to you. Y'all the beneficiaries. You know that he know his social, you know all that other stuff, and you afraid to talk to your significant other when you feel like he doing something disrespectful. Make it make sense. Call stuff when it happens. Respectfully. Let me get into these comments. Auntie Tracy said that his wife should be the person that he's talking to. I completely agree. What's up, David? He watching for Cedar Hill. Shout out to Texas tuning in. Okay, all my listeners, thank you so much. Yes, he should be talking to them. I'm trying to get into the comments. It's loading up so slow. Yes, LOL. Yeah, I mean, I'm laughing too. So look, sis, we're gonna wrap up tonight's What Would You Do? Because I'm gonna get up out of here in a little bit after, we got a couple more segments. But I'll tell you this. Stand up. Okay. There is somebody, even in everything that you have going on, there's somebody that will love you. First off, the first person that should be loving on you despite your situation, no matter what, is you. Love on you first. Because see, when everything happened with me earlier this year, like I said, when I had to have that real conversation, I had to brace myself, because I'm also a firm believer of don't ask questions unless you are ready for the answers. The real, raw, and uncut. You don't want somebody to give you an edited answer. You want them to give you their truth, okay? So that you know exactly what you need to do and exactly how you need to move forward. But when I had those conversations, I had to be prepared for if my spouse looked back at me and said, you know what? This is a deal breaker for me. If you are unable, this is a deal breaker for me. And they are hard conversations, y'all. I don't want, hell, I'm uncomfortable even recounting the conversation, but it was one that was had. And I had to be okay with whatever that looked like. I had to be comfortable with whatever that outcome was going to be. And still, even now, as I move forward and as I navigate. So the thing about it is that if you are dealing with this stuff as far as infertility, I mean, hell, is, unless there's like a magic miracle, this is something that you're going to be dealing with. So you need to have somebody in your life that's going to be able to accept that. And that's not going to be talking trash about you to their ex. I read this particular What Would You Do? And I'm just like, this is heartbreaking. Can we send a couple slaps via, via email? How do you slap somebody like via Messenger? Yeah. Dave said, hold on. What did he say? If you fell down yesterday, stand up today. Stand up. Don't allow anybody to treat you any old type of way. Stand up for yourself. Why you got to light yourself on fire to keep somebody else warm? That doesn't make sense. That's your husband. That's your husband. You lay with this man and do everything else. Girl, if you feel like he in violation, he is in violation. Pull his coattail. That's all. Hey, you getting a little too ahead of yourself. There should never be a time where your ex know about what's going on with your current. And those are just my 2 cents. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. And when I come back, I have tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. And we got some good things that's been going on. It's just some real good stuff. So let's get into it. I'll be right back. Got to pay some.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic. I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean. And there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the...
Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
I told y'all this stuff is doing whatever it wants to do tonight, and I don't get it. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Let's go ahead. We can hop into tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. What y'all talking about? New comments. He said the bottom of the ocean. Goodbye. Not you gonna hop on here talking crazy. Good night. Say that again so the people in the back can hear you. Okay. Hello. Okay. Tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. Let's get into it. So look, I'm all about the celebrities. I love when they give back. Let me take a sip first. I'm giving back to me. Sponsored by me. Okay. Period. So I was really, really delighted to hear two great charitable acts. Missy Elliott is giving back to her hometown. She's donating $50,000 to people who are behind on their past due rents in her hometown. I love to see it. You know, everybody needs a little help sometimes. So I was really, really happy to hear that. Moving along. So now I know y'all don't like, y'all be talking crazy about him, and I don't care. Because I like Tyler Perry. I feel like I would like to have a conversation with him. You know how they be like, would you take like $250 or a sit down with X, Y, and Z? I would probably take the sit down. Like, okay, how did you do it? Let's have a conversation. But he is buying a house for a 93-year-old woman who was pushed out of her home by developers. And y'all, we see this all the time in areas. These developers, they come through, they're like, get rid of everybody. We're building a duplex. We're moving all of our brodies. Woo! That's exactly how it goes. I was very, very happy to hear about this story. I mean, because you see it. I mean, these are people that have owned their houses. I mean, and especially our older community, okay? They worked and did what they needed to do to get those deeds, okay? So it's very, very unfortunate when they get pushed out like that, but I was really, really glad to see that she was able to recover. Moving along. Okay. Y'all remember Carly Russell, right? Do I need to say the name? Maybe. She staged her kidnapping in July. The courts ordered her to pay over $17,000, okay, in fees and restitution for everything that they did to put together, you know. And then this is the thing, girlies, let's have a real conversation. Stop doing crazy stuff over these dudes. Stop. They don't care. They don't care. Girl, you staging this whole thing. You got kidnapped. You trying to get back at your boo. That's not the way, baby. She's $17K down right now. Right now. Immediately. It's such a salty thing. It's like, girl, why lie? Why lie? You know, I would say my problem that I've had over the years, I keep it a little bit too real, a little too trill. So yeah, I'm not staging nothing. I'm not staging nothing. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Is you picking me up or no? What are we doing? Are we hanging out? Are we gonna freak? What's going on? I have real questions, okay? No need to stage a kidnapping, girls. Just keep it real. Remember, I told y'all, and what would you do? Keep yourself out of the gray area. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to ask certain questions. Oh, especially with the guys. They freaking hate that. They like, oh my gosh, she's asking questions. I am. Hi. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. Is me. Now she's down 17K. But this is the thing. She has an offer on the table. So somebody that, you know, everyone really doesn't like. Candace Owens. Okay. She is offering to pay Carly Russell's restitution, but she wants an exclusive interview and she wants to know about what happened when she went missing. Okay. So she's like, look, girl, I'm gonna cash you out, but you got to give me the exclusive. I should have posed this as a what would you do? Like, would y'all do it? She's kind of, her back is against the wall. Auntie Tracy said, yes, why lie when the truth will do? These people don't deserve your lies. Tell your truth. Tell your truth. Tell your truth, but don't say nothing at all. But please don't pose like you getting kidnapped. Lord Jesus. What? Y'all, first off, it just, when a story got released, I was like, God, I hope that they find her. I hope that that she'll be okay. And then when things started unfolding, that it was basically something foo-foo, I'm like, help. Can I no comprende. Like I don't get it. What are you doing? Don't lie. Don't lie. Mike says she's gonna humiliate that young lady. If Candace Owens gets a hold to her, Mike, I agree with you. She's going to eat her up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and potentially a snack. Carly, don't take the money, baby. All money is not good money. All money is not good money. Candace Owens is going to annihilate that woman. She is. If she gets her on a platform, she gonna eat her up so good. Because this is the thing. Candace Owens, while she may be, she's very radical to me, she gonna give it to you straight. That's what she's straight, no chaser. She like Porter Jameson in the cup, no cranberry juice, no ginger ale. You can't get a sugar rim, nothing, girl. I'm done. David, what is he saying? He said, I love Candace. Why is she not on Fox News anymore? Ooh, child, I don't know. I will look it up for you, though. I'll see if I can find some information, David. I'll send it to you. Shout out to David. He's tuning in all the way from Texas. Carly, you better not go on Candace's show. She gonna embarrass you real bad. Okay, so something that was surprising to me that I also found out, and I was like, over the weekend, I'm just like this. What's going on? Baby Sexy Red pregnant. Sexy Red pregnant. She look cute with her little tummy. She's still out here shaking ass, though. She's shaking that ass, okay? I'm like, ooh. The only thing, and I ain't judging. I'm not judging nobody, but I'll say this. It's a different time that we're in, I feel like, in the female rap game, because I feel like that back in the day, if like some of the rappers like MC Lyte and all of them, like take it back to old school, if they would have like had babies like right when they was at their prime, I don't know if they would be received as well as the ladies in today's generation. I don't think so. I don't think that they would be as like open and I think it would be a little bit more like, ooh, she's still shaking that thing. I'm trying to give y'all 80s and 90s and I can't even stop laughing. Like she's still out here popping it. Like what did they used to say back in the day? Where my 80s and 90s? Oh my, this is so bad. I'm gonna put it on the screen anyway. Mike says she got ski on. She got Jesus Jermaine Christ. What is wrong? Now she got skied on. Ski. I think the funniest thing, oh my goodness. Shout out to my best friend Chase. We literally, when we went on our cruise, y'all. We went on our cruise. We would like separate from each other very shortly and be like, will you see me? You trying to see what's up, ski? Then when we were at the resort and I went, we were sitting in our little pool area outside of our room. And just, randomly, I'm talking about it's like maybe, it's got to be about 1 o'clock in the morning. And we hear some people walking past and I'm just, I'm lit. I'm like, when you see me and you trying to see what's up, I kid you not, they literally like holler back ski. And I freaking lost it. But yes, getting back to the story, because I had to share that with y'all, core memory. Yeah, Sexy Red. I was surprised. I'm like, baby girl. I'm like, a sex tape, pregnancy announcement. I'm like, damn, baby, you having the best fourth quarter ever, right? She's authentically herself. I think the funniest thing was watching the guy play the banjo and she was singing the song. So it was damn near like a little acapella. I lost it. I was like this. I can't do it. I really wish she would have came to Chicago to perform because now she's opening up for Drake. And I'm like, dang, girl, you didn't want to come to Chicago? We want to ski too. Ski. Moving along. So did y'all hear about the stuff with Britney Spears? Okay. Supposedly she allegedly, I guess, but whatever. We're going to use the word allegedly. I don't want no Tasha K problems, child. She terminated her pregnancy with Justin Timberlake because he wasn't ready to be a father. He too was out here skiing. And what happens when you skate without any protection? Ding, ding, ding. Someone has the right answer. Yeah, it could potentially be pregnancy. Justin Timberlake, and I'm finna go into a little, I'm finna go there because I'm tired. First off, they beat down on Britney Spears so bad for years, and that's my girl. It's giving real hit me, baby, one more time. I love Britney Spears. I got mad respect for her. She paved the way. Britney Spears walked so you young ladies could run, okay? In the pop game, okay? She did that. Alternative music, whatever you want her to fall into. Justin Timberlake then got away skating and letting the ladies take the fall for his BS for a long time. And I'm tired of it. And I like him as an artist too, okay? And I would say this to him. I'd be like, what you was on with Janet Jackson and Britney Spears? Why you didn't step up and say nothing when it mattered? Why did it take for you to have your own child in your own marriage in order for you to not let them take the fall for some stuff that you was a part of too? Because the last that I checked, you ripped the thing off of Janet Jackson's titty. Step one. Step two, you skied and produced a child, but then you wasn't ready to be a father. Sound like you wasn't ready to endorse condoms either, but now we're here, okay? I feel really, really horrible for her because it feels like that everybody that was around her, they failed her. And it's sad because it's just like the girls were dressing up as her. They were doing all of these different things. It was all about Britney Spears. And to know that she was going through hell and back during all of that time is very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Lynn, hey, cuz, she said, I heard that too about Britney. Her book is on the bestsellers list. Yes. I want to read Jada's book. I want to read Britney Spears' book. There's another book that I was actually interested in because y'all know I'm a housewives girl. I wanted to read Heather Gray's book about her like transitioning out of being a Mormon. They stuff is so different and so, it's so unique to me. I'm going to use that word to be appropriate. So I'm interested in reading those books. And then Kim, if you are watching this, friend, I would like to read Juicy J's and Jeezy's book too. I do. I'm a real trapaholic. So I want to read that. Moving along, and tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. So I want to save this and kind of talk a little bit about it. And it was funny because I was talking with one of my good friends today. About like the dynamic with Will and Jada. And I kind of want to say that for the Let's Catch Up because y'all too invested. Moving along. Now, this is my last story for tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. And let me tell you this. I'm going to take a sip first. I'm tired of when I say the name, y'all are going to know exactly how I feel. Trey Songz. Trey Songz has been accused of sexually assaulting 2 women at his Los Angeles mansion in 2015. This is another allegation. This is not a repeat from the other times that we've reported on him before. I'm just convinced that maybe he just likes to take it from people because he got some type of kink. Y'all not ready for that conversation. Y'all like, ooh, a kink. Y'all ready to go there? Y'all know we was talking about sex last time, baby. Ooh, y'all was being nasty on the last show. Y'all was being so nasty. I could not even believe it. I'm like, all my listeners is y'all some damn freaks. He must have some type of kink where he's just like, he want to like dominate a girl or something. Like, it's got to be something, because I'm like, these women are coming from left and right, north, south, east, and west. And it's like, it's Trey Songz, right? So it's like, you keep hearing all these allegations, and I'm just like, there are people that would give it to him willingly. My best friend Kim used to love some Trey Songz. I'm like, girl, how you been feeling lately? How you been feeling lately after all the allegations? I be interviewing her and stuff. She just like, forget you, Meech. You know, that's the edited version. I'm tired of hearing him doing this stuff. And I'm going to say this like I say every single time. Y'all didn't believe Keke Palmer. Y'all didn't believe Keke Palmer. And I'm mad at y'all still. I'm still mad about it. I'm still mad. Because why y'all didn't believe her when she said it? Get a life. Trey Songz, stop whatever you're doing. Or I need you to, because this was also a conversation I had before with some of my friends. It's like, get somebody that is compatible with you, right? And for those that let's have real adult conversation. Let's be real. And I ain't trying to put nobody out there. I ain't trying to make nobody feel uncomfortable. But there is somebody that is physically compatible with you. There's someone that is sexually compatible with you. So if you like to take it and you like to role play, or you like to get a little rough, or you whatever it is that you like to do, Trey Songz, that's got all these girls, you know, I mean, because you would like to think it's like, it's Trey Songz. We have grew up with this man, okay? Whoa, all of that. We did that for years. Okay, we're your fans. Get you some people that's equally yoked with you in the bedroom. Because if you're not out here trying to take it from the girls, and that's actually what you're not trying to do, sir, you need to get some people that's a little bit more on your freak level, so you won't keep getting in trouble and getting accused of trying to take it from somebody. After a while, I would be frustrated. I'd be like, man, what is super freaks? What's going on? There's somebody that's compatible with what it is that you're looking for. Y'all just got to sync up. But you can't get with somebody that wants you to, like, you know, take their time and do all the stuff like what you was talking about in the songs. Talking about, if I could be up in the middle of your love, okay? My Trey Songz fans, you know. If you know, you know. This man, he was talking about, okay, I'm like, you going to love me from my head to my toes? Okay, hey. But you trying to take it, you know? Like, find you somebody that's into that. That's where a lot of people go wrong. You can't be trying to get all rough and all and play with all these people, and they're not really on that. Get you somebody that's sharing your same kinks. Ugh. I'm tired of this, man. I after tonight, I cannot report on this no more. He is wilding out. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. When I come back, we're gonna catch up. That's tonight's topic. That's what we're doing. I'll be right back.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other and build family memories we will carry with us forever. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. It's easy. Just put in your zip code to find family-friendly outdoor destinations near you. You'll also find guides to free activities, games, and amazing forest facts. Give the magic of the outdoors to your kids and reconnect with your family. Find a forest near you at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
Blueprint Live, it's your girl, MzMetchi. Let's go ahead. It's time to catch up. Okay, so I told you I've been gone for a couple weeks, and oh my goodness, the world was acting up, but I was at peace. So look, I want to start off by telling y'all this. Okay, if you are looking for some luxury travel, okay, you want to go to a nice resort, we had a really good time at the Breathless Resorts. Cheers to that. Hold on, I'm gonna pour up a little bit more. Yeah, I recognize I'm kind of like the party relaxation girl when I go out of town. I want just enough fun time, but I need to be able to relax. I'm like 3 different colors. I'm tanned out. I'm in my glow right now. And I love getting a tan towards the end of the year because then I don't look like Twilight. So that was that. But one of the things that kept coming up, and I just kept seeing it on my timeline, and I mentioned it in tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. Why y'all so invested in celebrity couples? Why y'all on Will Smith and Jada? What? I'll say this, because I want to catch up with y'all about this. Y'all have to stop modeling other people's relationship. Stop trying to model it. Stop. Just stop. You gotta have your own version of who you rocking with, baby. Okay? Stop looking to these celebrities and all these other people. There's people just like you. They just got probably more money and more resources. They have a few more things than us. However, they are human too. Then, in talking to my friend earlier today, I found out, because I have not read the Will Smith book or Jada's book. All of these things that are in the headlines are not even 100% accurate as to what's being portrayed in the book. So it's just like, who's paraphrasing this and who's putting this out? Why is this being allowed at this point? Y'all have to stop. Let these people breathe in peace. There are plenty of people that you know that are separated. They're not together, ain't been together, don't love each other, don't even sleep in the same room, honey. And they're still together. You don't question those couples and be all in the tabloids with them. These celebrities are people y'all have to stop like idolizing. Stop idolizing these people. They're human just like you. They make mistakes. They deal with infidelity. They deal with insecurities. They deal with drama and BS the same way that everybody else does. I don't get it. That part like really annoys me because it's like, why y'all so invested? Then they, y'all see what they did to Holly and DDG. If y'all don't know them, one of the Holly sisters or whatever, y'all know who it is. Holly Bailey. Okay. Y'all basically bullied her into basically, like sharing her pregnancy. Do y'all recognize that people don't share their pregnancies because of different reasons? They hold it to themselves. Who are you to try to bum rush somebody into telling their business? Oh, Lynn said, Jada said Monday that they are together now. I love that for them. And look, I will say this. And anybody, if you have been in a long-term relationship or if you have been married, if you are married now, whatever, you know that with the relationship or whatever the case is, it's not all flowers and lilies. It's just not. It's not. I'm sorry. Get it together. Get it together. David, now what you talking about? Okay, he want to jump back into the Britney Spears stuff. He said Britney cheated on him with Wade Robinson. That led to her being ditched. Cry me a river. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I do remember that because y'all know the tabloids wasn't really that strong back then. However, if you are having unprotected sex and she gets pregnant And then that's when you decide, like, I don't want to be a father. It was never when you were having unprotected sex. It was just that. Yeah. Like I said earlier in What's Happening, What's Up, he definitely left a few people out to hang and dry from a public perspective. If Janet Jackson forgave him, I guess we got to forgive him too. We have to forgive him too. But and this is the thing. It's like, you know, with Britney Spears, she has so much stuff going on. It's like, did she actually cheat, or was that speculation too? Was that something that people made up in the tabloids? Get it together. Okay, so a show that I've been watching lately that's absolute trash television, but I love it. I can't get enough of it. I watch Baddies on Zeus. I know. Throw tomatoes at me. It's fine. Let me cover up. I like Natalie Nunn because she always be like, I'm trying to get to the bag. I'm trying to get to the bag. They don't all be getting to the bag, though. They don't all get to the bag. Let me see. I know who Wade Robinson was. He was on that dance show on MTV too. Yeah, let me take it back. Let me take it back for you. So another thing that another something that happened during like the last few weeks. So I had to come to a very harsh realization, and shout out to my girlfriend Renita. I was talking with her about it, and I was telling her how I had a situation with and I've had it happen a couple times within my friendships, like people that I've, you know, that you hold to a very high regard. You just think that you all are so super close. Y'all like, oh, we so tight. That's my person, my friend, my whatever. Have you ever had this in a situation where it's just like you know, you're at a place where you and your friend or you and your family member or whomever it is that you have this relationship with, you all share and everything's open and transparent, and then it's just like, then the next moment you find out stuff on like Facebook or like through the grapevine, you're like, whoa, what happened? I just talked to you. I appreciate Renita because we were able to have a conversation about it and really just put everything about it. And this is not about her. Let me clarify. But her and I were able to have a conversation about like how it just gets weird. And for me, you know, anyone that knows me and knows me intricately knows that, you know, it's like I have no problem with sharing. I'm not that person. If you call me and you ask me how I'm doing and I'm having a crappy day, I'm gonna tell you like it's a little crappy right now, but I'm gonna be optimistic. I'm gonna be positive about it. But for the most part, I can't say I'm 100% of an open book, but I'm not closed off to the people that I love. And a realization that I had to come to, and I've been coming to it, but it was even more a little bit more prevalent with this latest situation, is that you, just because you share and you're able to be open and you're able to be vulnerable, it does not mean that you get access to someone else being able to do the same. You know, people don't have to share with you. They don't have to let you in on certain things, although you may reserve a space for them, you know. So that was something that I definitely wanted to leave you all with, because it was, you know, it came up in conversation and she definitely helped me see some things differently. So shout out to my sis. You know, if you don't have friends around you that's challenging you to think a little bit different and to get outside of just your own personal mindset and look at things from another point of view, I don't really your people. You gotta speak life, you know, speak life into your friends. So even if they're at a place where they're not sharing or they're not opening up to you or they don't tell you things, or you do find out, you know, later on or whatever the case is, support them anyway. Because I do that, but I found myself feeling the way like, okay, well, why do I share with you and you don't share with me? Like, I'm not going to share that with you, but I am learning not to be like that because you could be somebody's safe space, but they just may not need to utilize that at that time. And you have to be okay with that, you know? And then another thing, y'all better uplift y'all people, encourage your people. Yeah. I said tonight, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just talk my sugar honey iced tea tonight. Support your people. If it's your friend, if it's your man, your woman, somebody that's around you that's doing some real positive stuff, support them. Don't get caught out here lacking. Don't get caught out here lacking. You know, you ever have people around you that is just like you share things with them and it's just like they stump on your stuff. We've all dealt with it before. And it be the people that be closest to you, and you just be like, damn, you don't believe in me? You don't believe in your girl? I don't know how I found the way to push through all of that, but I did. And I just encourage you all to do the same. And I feel like anybody that crosses my path, I'm going to always uplift you. I tell people all the time, don't come to me with stuff if you don't want it to come to fruition. Don't come to me without some type of disclaimer if you don't want a resolution. You got, because my friends and my people know they have to come to me very direct. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna help you try to work through whatever solution it is. But you got to tell me if you just call an event and get some stuff off your chest. Because if not, you gonna activate who I am. You gonna activate my energy. I believe in my people. I believe in my friends. I believe in my family, my husband. I believe in my clients who are also my friends and very close to me. Like I'm like, I believe in you. What you want to do? Support your people. Support your people. Who, whatever ties that they have to you, if they open up, if they share with you, you know, you got to understand when somebody has a dream, when they have a goal, they have some things that are in mind. You have to be you have to nurture it like it's so delicate, because it is. They are opening up about their goals and their dreams to you. I hate to see it when it's not happening. Like, dang, why are you a negative Nancy? You know, like, why are you not supporting this? It's unfortunate. It really is. David, let's see what he said. He said, real friends will tell you the truth at all times. It's necessary. It's necessary. And it's just like, you got to be at a place to receive too, because you can't ask for truth and then not want to receive it. And for me, I'll be honest with you. If it's something that I know I want to know, I won't ask until I'm ready to receive the answer. You ain't about to hurt my feelings today. You ain't about to hurt my feelings. Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to listen. Period. Get somebody else to listen. So y'all, I have been really going back and forth. You know, I've been working on some stuff, and I'm still not gonna tell y'all. But I in the last couple of weeks, I did have the opportunity to wrap up phase 1 of something that I have been working on that's very, very near and dear to me. And you know, I have been like dropping little hints to you all, and I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to be able to just announce it all, because of course it's still in progress, and y'all know we don't speak on things until they fully come to fruition. But I am so thankful that like I've been able to sow some very, very positive seeds, and they came back to water me. You know, they came back to water me, like everybody that was involved with phase 1. It is amazing. And it's like I've just had like a permanent smile on my face. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And it's just like I feel like I want to give y'all the updates, because it's just like, you know, we family or whatever. So I gotta let you all know. But I will be, you know, continuing to work on this, and I can't wait to share it towards the end of this year, or this, you know, the top of 2024. And I just, you know, I want to challenge everybody, all my listeners, to as we get ready to wrap up 2023, to really just sit with everything that you've done and all of the impact that you've made in the areas that you serve, whether it's in your home, your business, your job, your family, your community, whatever. I want to encourage you all to really just kind of sit back and go through your own recap, whether it's through photos, videos, your Snapchat, your TikTok, whatever it is, and just go a little bit back down memory lane. Because when I tell you, even my people alone, it's been so dope. So dope. To see everybody and to get together. I mean, I went to Black Alumni this year. It only comes around every 2 years, and it was so good to see my SIU people. Like, I'm like, I'm back in the lands. I'm back in the lands. You know, tonight I really just hey, I sit here in full gratitude and just I'm so thankful. So thankful and so happy, and I really want to catch up with y'all. I mean, I think we know people being people's business too much. Y'all idolize these celebrities. What else did we gather from tonight? Don't be like Carly Russell. it's a lot of things together from tonight. A lot of things. But I just felt like we needed a quick catch-up session because, y'all know when I jump back in, I'm jumping all the way in. And next week I'll be bringing back a guest, but I felt like we needed some time. I'm like, I got to get back in with my listeners real quick. Just me and you, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. In the meantime, drop those businesses, drop everything. I saw we had a couple of my friends that was in here. They probably just snuck out now, but that's okay. Y'all make sure y'all watch Eastside Certified with DJ M.O.gul. He just interviewed recently Real Talking Jeans. Shout out to Chris and Jason from Real Talking Jeans. They got an event next week. Like, y'all, it's a lot of things that's going on. Okay. Queensgiving is coming up from BYOK. I'm going to be one of the attendees for the Cash Flow Summit by Michelle Thames. Like, it's a lot of stuff. We got the Woo Wee Health Conference coming up this Saturday. Like, it's things going on. Okay. And I'm going to drop all of the information. But for right now, I got to go ahead and pay some bills, y'all. And when I come back, we have tonight's quote of the night. I'll be right back.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So, ladies, put a little bit of razzle-dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
I can't do anything but laugh. This stuff has been acting so slow all day. All day, y'all. All day. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, do we need a refresh? What's tea? Okay. Let me go ahead. I want to get into tonight's quote of the night, and it's a short one. So you gotta key in real quick, because if you don't, you can miss it. Tonight's quote of the night is going to be, your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship you have. I'll repeat it again. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship you have. Okay. I don't know if any of my listeners, if you listening and maybe you are not, you're not feeling 100%. You like, okay, I need a reset. I need this. I need to rejuvenate. I need some time. Whatever it is that you need, I need you to key in and better the relationship with you so that can translate into your other relationships. I can share and be very transparent about the fact that, like, there have been times in my life where I'm just like, I don't feel the greatest. Okay. And the things that I allowed, the situations, the environments that I allowed myself to be in were a reflection of that. And I just hope for whoever's listening, if you need that message, I hope that you get the reset that you need so that you don't have to worry about that and be in that place. Because I've been saying it lately, and I genuinely live by it. I believe it. I want to live a life of abundance. That's it. That's the mantra, along with allow yourself to have a moment, an episode, or a season, but don't stay there. So even if you have moments where you're not feeling the greatest within that relationship within yourself, that's okay. It's always okay for you to stop and to reset and to readjust. So that's the word I want to leave you all with. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Of course, y'all had the comments lit tonight. I'm like, we had a good crowd for me to have just been coming back. I'm like, I hope they don't forget about me, but I'm finna take this time. I need to take it. If you haven't already, make sure that you're following me, your girl, MzMetchi, on all platforms. Just type in MzMetchi, and it comes right up. Be sure to follow the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms at the BP Media Co. And if you'd like to advertise with me or be a sponsor or a guest on the show, make sure that you visit MzMetchi.com or thebpmediaco.com for more information. Because y'all know I got it all. I got it everywhere, okay? And of course, you can still shop Lavish Looks by MzMetchi at MzMetchi.com/shop. Shout out to my sponsors, Fire Infusions, Black Dollar Days, and Paris Ice Bar, okay? Again, if you're tuning in on Facebook and YouTube, everything's going to be hyperlinked after tonight's broadcast. So make sure that you go and you follow everyone that is tagged, okay? And of course, last but not least, I have to shout out all my listeners tuning in from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, and Houston. Everyone that tuned in on today's Facebook Live and the YouTube, as well as through our radio partners, Fluent Radio, Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. There will be some announcements soon as the Blueprint Live, the show is expanding. That part is official, but I will be dropping all of that information. So there'll be another avenue for you to listen to the Blueprint Live every Thursday, okay? I love y'all. And next week, like I said, I have Becky Wilson joining me, okay? She's a licensed cosmetologist, and we're going to be talking about all things health and beauty. So you all don't want to miss this. Like I said before, I have a post and I'm going to reshare it onto the Blueprint Media Company's page for all the things that's coming up. Because I get tired of y'all asking me, Michi, what's going on? Where you going? What you got going on? I literally am going to put it on the page. So if you are following me and you're on the Blueprint Media Company's page, everything will be there. Y'all come out to these events. Like, it's all about supporting the businesses, uplifting these businesses, and having a good time, safely, of course. So y'all make sure y'all come and join me. And I love y'all. And we will talk next week. Bye. Bye, bye, bow, bow.